Greetings all my fellow drone nerds, and today we're going to do some tactical gap training. And the best way to get started, if you've never done it before, is to start with big gaps first. Get comfortable flying through things, get comfortable flying in close proximity to things. Most of us, if you've never flown tactically before in a small drone like an Avata or Avata 2, it takes some getting used to flying close to objects, because we're used to the GPS drones like the Mavics and all that have sensors that keep you from all of that. But a good way to get started is go to your local park. And one thing I like is this particular attraction here. It's got large gaps and it simulates a lot of different things that you would be experiencing out in the real world, and it helps you get comfortable with flying in close proximity to other things and helps you get over that fear, because it's not as bad as it looks. And the secret to this particular attraction here to flying is you got to just look ahead and plan your route as you're flying through. And in order to do that successfully, you have to be flying slow. You can't do it fast because it takes away the margin or creates too many errors. It takes away your time, your reaction time. So go slow at first, and this particular day it was kind of breezy, so I had to contend with a little bit of the wind, which if you're flying indoors tactically, you'll have to contend with your own prop wash and light sensors, etc., etc. So this helps you gain an understanding of how to control your drone in those kind of situations if you got wind. So just keep flying this particular thing until you're like 100% comfortable with it, and then we'll move on to a little something a little bit more challenging. Alright, so now that you're comfortable with that, let's move over here to the monkey bars looking thing. I don't know what you call them, but they definitely look like windows to me, and they're a little bit smaller gaps, and they're a little bit just almost the same as the other thing, but it's kind of more, I don't know, they're more horizontal. You're flying closer to the ground, which we got to get used to if you're flying tactically, especially indoors, because slow and low is the key factor here when flying tactically. Slow and low. You don't want to fly high, especially if you're indoors, because ceilings will suck you into traps like ceiling fans and pull cords on ceiling fans and pull cords for blinds and etc., etc. So keep it low, about 12 to 15 inches off the ground, and just go slow. If you go too fast, you could miss something. If you go too fast, it also decreases your reaction time and it makes it more risky. We're going to go over here to this slide and we're going to challenge. We're going to do a little challenge here. One thing that I learned about this Avata drone is this: as I was flying through there, I was getting kind of low and started not wanting to go. Because it was like going into landing mode, I guess. I don't know. So I keep trying and I practice, and you just got to keep going with it, guys. You can't let something, if you get snagged on something, you got to learn what your drone's going to do when that happens anyways. So in this case, what I had to do was I had to actually go backwards and forwards a few times and get unstuck. And finally I was able to break free from whatever was holding me and push through. And you just keep practicing. You know, this was a challenge for me, and you just keep doing it until you become comfortable. And one thing this represents, or not represent, what it could, again, it's another simulation, I guess, of slicing the pie here, clearing it. It could be a small bathroom window. It could be a small little tunnel opening. It could be a variety of small things. Who knows? I mean, the possibilities are endless here, guys. And just practice going through it, because you get a feeling of where your drones, what your dimensions are on the drone, if that makes sense. And the best thing to do, again, keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. And notice how it's low and slow. Alright guys, so when you get comfortable with that, let's move along to something a little bit more challenging. This here is this simple picnic table, right? It's a simple little picnic table at the park. And what I like about this picnic table, it has a lot of close quarter obstacles in here, and it's very challenging to fly the drone through here. If you get too close to the ground, you go into landing mode. If you get too close to the sides, I mean, there's a lot of prop wash. You're just getting all over the place, right? So just keep practicing, because this here really simulates flying in places like cars and buses, or in close, quarters, very tight quarters, collapsed rooms, maybe wreckage, all kinds of different things. This is what helps you get some skills and learning what your drone does. And you got to use, I mean, it doesn't matter what controller you have either, guys. You can have motion controller, you can have sticks. I fly with motion controller. You just got to get practicing and getting used to what each controller can do. Each controller has its advantages and disadvantages. I'm not going to argue which one's best. But the important thing here is, guys, just you got to practice. You got to use what you got, because it's better than not having anything, right? Especially in a tactical situation. So in the final lesson here, again, don't get too comfortable. Don't get complacent, and don't get careless when you're flying, because you'll see an example here. I'm going a little too fast for this tactical environment here, and eventually it won't last. I'm telling you, if you fly fast in tactical environments, you will crash. I promise you. So slow and low, because that's what happens. So here, I remembered I was going too fast. Got to slow things down. Slow and low. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Give me a couple of thumbs ups and likes and subscribes and all that stuff. And I hope you found this video helpful, especially if you've never flown in tactical situations. Got any questions, man, just send me an email or drop a comment, and I'll respond as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.